And a welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. We have talked about this guy a bunch for years. Quarterback Jayden Daniels out of Cajon High School, now at LSU, but on the verge of going to the NFL. He took another step towards achieving that dream with, his LSU Pro Day. That's where all the NFL executives, coaches, general managers, they all go down to LSU and check out Jayden Daniels running through a series of drills to see him throw all the passes, short passes, long passes, all of them. And Jayden, of course, stood out and had a really good pro day down there. The NFL draft is coming up on April 25th, and it begins in Detroit on that night. It'll take 3 days, but we're all assuming Jayden's going to go on that first night. And with that said, he'll probably go in the first couple of picks. It looks like the Washington Commanders will take him at number 2 overall. And his LSU head coach, Brian Kelly, kind of let the cat out of the bag. He hinted that Washington was planning to select Jayden Daniels at number 2. But until it actually happens, it's just speculation. But it sure looks like Jayden will go number 2 to Washington. If not number 2, he will likely be in those top 5 picks. But here's Jayden Daniels talking after his pro day down at LSU as he gets ready to hear his name called at the NFL draft.
Yeah, I'll just say the main thing was to try to show my consistency within the pocket and my footwork, moving off platform, in rhythm, progressions coming back to a third read, just move around and make sure I get my feet back under me. And the other stuff was kind of just fun, it's just something that we do. We out there having fun. You hear the music playing. You're out there having fun. The deep ball, that's kind of the show. Show that my guys they got the speed. They can track the football. I could go out there and put it out there for them. Obviously, if Greg was here, he'll be a part of this. So he's not here, but he's there in spirit. I'm here to rep him. My teammates that didn't get an invite to the combine, obviously they had multiple eyes out here, all 32 and more. So it was great for them to go out there and showcase the talent, showcase how they move, and write their own journey. They get an opportunity. I know they're gonna crush it. That's just something they gotta do their homework, but I'll say for both. It's like, who's gonna invest in me? Who's gonna believe in me? Kind of like LSU did on and off the field, as a man and a player. So I'll say that's kind of the biggest thing, but they probably already did their homework. They know who I am as a person, and who I am as a player. Man, it's the same answer for everybody. It's whoever want to drive me, whoever believe in me. The stuff that I can't control. I can't control who, calls my phone on draft day. It is what it is, but just the reports out there, obviously sometimes you got to call out cap for people. So, that's what I had to do. It would be a blessing wherever I go, just to hear my name called. With them, it's a new regime there. Obviously, Cliff Kingsbury is at Arizona, what he done in his track record with quarterbacks. Dan Quinn, a good head coach. Obviously, when he was with the Falcons as a head coach, obviously led them to the Super Bowl. So, it's just good to see the new regime. And see what plan they have in place, for whoever they take, one of the quarterbacks and, moving forward. Same vibe for everybody. Who's going to invest in me, and believe in me as a man, as a quarterback, on and off the field. God wouldn't put me in nothing that he didn't feel I can handle, so obviously he put me in this position. My life is already mapped out. Only he knows. So it's just going out there. I feel like I'll be ready. It's a learning curve for everything. I'm just ready, hear my name called and then go in there and just ready to learn and, meet my new teammates. That was kind of just like my first true off season. There's every off season I was kind of dealing with something. It wasn't injury-wise, but, obviously learning a new playbook my freshman year, and then you deal with the pandemic. And then, I'm dealing with personal stuff off the field. So it's kind of my first true offseason. It makes it easier when I'm able to build that camaraderie, that chemistry with my receivers. And obviously, we see it. Y'all seen it today. It's still there. Those are my brothers for life. So it makes it easier throwing the ball to them, too.
All right. right, we'll be keeping tabs, of course, on Jayden Daniels. Now, next up, we're going to go from LSU football to Cal State San Bernardino men's basketball back in the NCAA Division II Final Four for the second consecutive season. And wouldn't you know it, they were playing the same exact team in the Final Four, just like last year, Nova Southeastern from Florida. So let's take you out to Evansville for the Division II Final Four, and Cal State taking on the Sharks from Nova Southeastern. A lot of great basketball being played and some good defense early on. Yotes down 23-12. Good block there by Nova Southeastern. On the other end, Cal State's Jalen Flanagan gets the block, pushes the ball up to the floor, and finds Chris Mitchell. Yotes trailing by 13. Then it's Cedric Altman hitting the big triple. He had 5 3-pointers in the game. Altman feeling it in the first half. He was built for this moment. Another 3-pointer for Altman from the wing, and the Yotes are within 7. Cal State in the first half, a little bit later, showing their range again. Mitchell, the versatility. He hits the Euro step inside for 2 on this play after hitting that 3. Pulls CSUSB within 5, 41-36. To the second half now, Nova Southeastern would push their lead back up to double digits, up by 15, when Altman hits the 3 ball and the foul. What a play. Altman led Cal State with 27 points. From the long ball to the mid-range game, Altman hits the jumper from just beyond the elbow to cut the Sharks' lead back to single digits. But each time Cal State would cut into the lead, Nova Southeastern seemed to have an answer. The alley-oop lay in for 2 more. It was a 9-point game when Flanagan hit that tray, 59-53. Then it's Altman with the 3. Late in the game, time running out on the Yotes. An acrobatic move by Altman. Check it out to get to the cup. But Cal State falls in the Final Four to Nova Southeastern for the second year in a row. This time, 91-77 the final score. So the Yotes finished the season 27-8 overall in Gus Arginal's first year as the head coach at Cal State. There is Coach Arginal. Man, and what a year for Cal State San Bernardino. What a couple great seasons for the Yotes. They might be back next year in the Final Four as well. When we come back here on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, we will hit the wrestling mat with Cajon star Elias Casas. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.